Hey, I gotta talk. One of the things that you hear about all the time in panels, books, discussions, podcasts about world building is the advice: start small. Start small, like with a village, with a town, and spiral out. And that is good advice. That is good advice. That is world building 101 advice. It is world building 101 advice. And I would give that advice myself: start small and build out. But you hear it so often these days, you hear it so much, that I think it's important to come in and say some world building 201 advice. It's okay if that doesn't work for you. That's the way you should try and do it. That's the way you should start it. That's the way I will tell you to do it. But if it doesn't work with you, it is okay to build everything. It is okay to be one of those people who build everything. You know, I tried, when I tried writing my first novel, I tried starting small. And what I realized was that I had no idea who the person was, how they related to the people around them, how they lived, what they felt about things. And I had to put it all aside and go back and build a culture. And I had to build that culture up from the ground up. And then when I did, all of these people came out of the culture. In the same way that I usually make a map early on. And then looking at the map starts suggesting stories to me. And that's just the way I'm built. And I wish I was built the other way because it'd be a lot easier. But I'm built with a way that I need the whole world. And then once the world is real, the stories emerge from that world. And not only that, but the more work I do in building the world, the more it gives me permission to tell stories in it. Like, I'm not worried anymore about, is this a good story or is this a bad story? Because there's so much detail inherent in what I've done. It just is the story. For my third novel, my editor wanted to make a change. And I told her I can't make the change. And she said, why not? And I said, because that's not the way it happened. And she thought I was nuts. She's like, no, I'm just asking you to change this thing. And I said, I can't change that thing because that's not the way it happened. And it takes on such a reality that it writes itself. So yes, start small and spiral out. Listen to all the people telling you to start small and spiral out. But if you can't do it, don't think that you're doing it wrong. There is no wrong. And if right for you is to work out weather patterns and geography before you start thinking about character, that's okay too.